back in March, obviously the House Democrats voted against the what I call the unclean continuing resolution to fund the government through September 30th. But the Senate Democrats obviously they forego the filibuster and they decided to work with the Republicans to pass that. So I guess my question is really what has been happening over the last, obviously we've been in recess over the last couple of weeks to kind of talk through that so that we can kind of prepare and we can get people prepared for what is coming in the next couple of weeks, because I have concerns about it, and I think people that have family members that work in the federal government should have concerns about it as well, because we know that they are going to bring this to the last minute as always. And so have you been talking to Leader Schumer? Have you been talking to Speaker Johnson, just kind of getting prepared and work on messaging? Because I think it's really important.
Yeah, it's a very important question. I just spoke with Leader Schumer earlier this morning, and I'm scheduled to talk to Speaker Johnson in the next day or so. But with respect to House Democrats and Senate Democrats, we're on the same page. And our view is that if we can find a bipartisan path forward to reach a spending agreement that meets the needs of the American people in terms of health care and safety and national security, and of course, their economic well-being, that's the responsible thing for everyone in Congress to try to do so we can avoid a shutdown. At the same period of time, we're not down with an approach where Republicans simply say my way or the highway, and their way represents putting a spending bill forward for us to vote on that actually cuts the things that matter in terms of everyday Americans and just is designed to build upon their unprecedented assault on health care or nutritional assistance or housing or public education or veterans benefits and the things that matter. And so the ball really is in the Republicans' court right now from the standpoint of, are they trying to shut the government down because they're not in good faith interested in wanting to arrive at an agreement that actually lifts up the American people as opposed to trying to tear them down? Or are they ready to come to the table? And, that remains to be seen as it relates to what may happen during the first week of September. We're back, as you suggested, a few days from where we are right now. And then it's going to be on in terms of actually the negotiations, and the role that Donald Trump and his administration will play in this will also be important.
Right.
From your earlier talks, like how likely are we to meet a bipartisan effort with Republicans? Like how likely are we really able to, meet this moment?
Yeah, I think my view is that we're open to the possibility of them doing the right thing for their constituents, but deeply skeptical that that's actually what's going to happen.
So are we prepared with graphics to, go ahead and shut this down with messaging? Because we have to make sure that the American people know that this is Republicans that's doing this. We don't want to shut it down if we don't have to, but it's all on Republicans. We have to make sure that they're the ones that's being placed, their feet is to the fire, and they're the ones being placed to blame for all that's happening.
Absolutely. Absolutely correct. And here's the thing. Donald Trump is the president. He's a Republican president. Republicans have a narrow majority in the House, but they're in the majority. Republicans have a narrow majority in the Senate, but they're in the majority. These people, the MAGA extremists, have complete control of government. If a shutdown takes place, it's because Republicans have shut the government down.